I paid for a gym membership for 14 months. I walked in 3 times.
3 times in 14 months.
3. I did the math last night at 1 a.m. for reasons I don't want to explain.
That's almost $50 a visit. Okay, before Robert spirals any further, hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Robert. This is No Excuses English Podcast, where we teach real English through conversations that actually sound like 2 people talking, not a textbook dialogue between Tom and Maria at a train station.
If you're new here, welcome. We're a married couple. We get genuinely honest about our own mess. And somehow that turns into a full English lesson every time.
Today's mess is mine, apparently, since I brought up the gym.
Please don't say the actual number out loud.
I won't, but I have my own version of that story, and it's worse.
Worse than $50 a visit? Worse. And today, we're both telling ours, because I think almost everyone listening has one too. The plan that started strong and quietly disappeared.
The app you downloaded with real hope. The notebook that's still blank on page 4.
By the end of this episode, you're going to understand exactly why that keeps happening to you. And it's not the reason you think.
It's not because you're lazy.
It's not because you have no discipline.
So, what is it?
That's what we're getting into. Real stories, real vocabulary, and one moment near the end that I haven't actually told you yet, Robert.
Wait, what?
You'll see.
You just did the thing where you smile and don't answer.
I did do that. Let's start with the easier stories first.
Okay, tell me the story that's worse than mine.
I signed up to learn a new language once. Not English teaching irony intended.
Noted. Anyway.
I bought the premium plan, a full year, paid upfront, because the app promised a discount if I committed for 12 months.
Committed.
I lasted 9 days.
9.
9 real days. Then 4 months of the little owl mascot sending me increasingly aggressive notifications.
The guilt owl.
The guilt owl won for a while, honestly. I'd open the app just to make him stop, do one lesson, close it, and not come back for another 2 weeks.
That's such a specific kind of defeat.
It is. And here's the part that actually matters. After I quit, I told myself the exact same sentence you probably tell yourself about the gym.
Let me guess. I have no discipline.
Word for word.
I've said that sentence in the mirror, genuinely, out loud at my own reflection.
And how did that sentence help you?
It didn't. It just made me feel worse about a gym I was already avoiding.
Right. Telling yourself you're broken doesn't fix anything. It just adds shame on top of the original problem.
And the shame doesn't even go anywhere useful. It just sits there.
It sits there and makes the next attempt feel heavier, which is honestly the opposite of what you need if you're trying to start again.
So neither of us actually finished those first attempts. We just quietly stopped and called ourselves lazy about it.
Exactly. And I think that's true for almost everyone listening right now, whatever your version is. A course you paid for, a book still on chapter 2, a guitar in the corner of the room collecting dust and mild guilt.
Okay, so if it's not discipline, what actually happened? Because something did go wrong.
Something did. Just not the thing we usually blame. Ask yourself this. When exactly did you plan to go to the gym?
Honestly, whenever.
Whenever is not a plan.
Whenever is not a plan. That stings a little.
It's supposed to, gently. Whenever sounds like a schedule, but it's actually a wish wearing a schedule's clothes.
A wish wearing a schedule's clothes. I hate that that's accurate.
My language app was the same. I never picked a time. I just told myself, I'll do it today, every morning. And every evening, today quietly became tomorrow.
So the plan wasn't wrong because we're weak. It was incomplete from the start.
Exactly that. A goal without a specific time, place, or trigger isn't really a plan yet. It's an intention floating around, waiting to collide with a busy Tuesday.
And Tuesday always wins.
Tuesday always wins because Tuesday has emails and traffic and someone asking for a favor at the worst possible moment. Tuesday is not fighting fair, and whenever has no defense against it.
Think about your own whenever for a second. What's the thing you keep meaning to start? But let's say I do pick a time. 6 a.m., gym, done. Isn't that solved?
Partly, but there's a second piece people miss completely. Your environment is either working with you or quietly working against you.
Meaning?
Meaning, if your gym clothes are in a drawer under 3 other things, and your gym bag is in the closet, and your phone is charging right next to your pillow where you can reach it at 5:58ing,
You're describing my exact bedroom.
I know! Your environment already decided the outcome before your alarm even went off.
So what changed it for you with the language app? Assuming you eventually fixed it.
I did, eventually, months later. I moved my phone charger to the kitchen. Sounds small.
That's it? A charger?
That's it. Because now, to check my phone first thing, I have to physically get up and walk there. And most mornings, by the time I'm in the kitchen, I'm awake enough to just do the lessons standing at the counter instead.
You outsmarted your own laziness with furniture placement.
Basically, I stopped trying to have more self-control and just made the bad choice slightly more annoying to reach.
And the good choice easier.
That's really the whole trick. Not more effort, better setup.
Is there a version of this for removing friction from a bad habit too? Not just adding it to a good one?
There is, actually. A friend of mine wanted to stop mindlessly opening social media every time she picked up her phone. She didn't delete the apps, she just moved them off the home screen, into a folder on the second page.
That's it? A folder?
That's it. 3 extra taps, which sounds like nothing, but 3 taps turns out to be exactly enough friction for your thumb to pause and your brain to ask, wait, do I actually want this right now?
3 taps between you and the scroll.
And most of the time, in that tiny pause, she just didn't. Not because she suddenly had more willpower, because the automatic reflex needed one more step. And one more step is often enough to break it.
I could genuinely try that with mine.
You should. Same principle from both directions. Make the good thing closer, make the bad thing slightly further away. You're not relying on being a stronger person. You're relying on better geography. Quick pause. Small favor. If this episode is already useful, don't be an English hoarder.
Send it to the one friend who bought the gym membership too.
And subscribe if you haven't, so the next episode actually shows up for you.
We read every comment, so tell us your whenever down there. Okay, back to it.
Now here's a piece people rarely talk about honestly. Even with a good plan and a good setup, your brain still wants the quick reward over the useful one.
Oh, I know this one personally. I sit down to work, and my phone is just sitting there.
Existing.
Very quietly, very patiently. I pick it up for what I promise myself is 1 minute.
It's never 1 minute.
Never. 40 minutes later, I know an alarming amount about a stranger's kitchen renovation.
A different renovation every time?
Always a different renovation. And the frustrating part is I genuinely wanted to do the actual work. The easy thing was just closer.
That's not really a character flaw, Robert. That's just how attention works under pressure. Your brain will almost always choose the reward that arrives now over the one that arrives later, even if the later one matters more.
So how do I outsmart that?
You don't fight it head on. You redirect it. If your brain wants a quick reward, attach the reward to the useful habit instead of the wasteful one.
Example?
Only allow yourself your favorite podcast while doing the boring task. Only drink the good coffee while you write. Make the useful thing carry a little bit of pleasure with it.
So instead of punishing myself for wanting comfort, I just move the comfort somewhere useful.
Exactly. You stop treating every good habit like a punishment. Because if it feels like punishment, you will eventually stop doing it. Every time. No exceptions.
There's also a timing piece to this, isn't there? Like, I'm not equally weak all day.
No, you're not. Most people have a window, usually earlier in the day, when their focus is genuinely stronger, and a window later on when almost anything feels harder than it should.
For me, that's around 4 in the afternoon. My brain just quietly clocks out.
So schedule the habit that needs real focus before 4, not after. Don't fight your own biology at the exact hour it's working against you.
I've been trying to do my hardest writing at 8 p.m. for years. No wonder it feels impossible.
You're not weak at 8 p.m. You're just tired. And tired brains reach for the phone every single time, no matter how much willpower you think you have left.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier there was something you hadn't told me.
Right. So this isn't really about a language app.
Okay.
A few years ago, before Musicville, before any of this, I promised my grandmother I'd call her every Sunday. She lived alone, 2 hours away, and Sunday was the one day she really looked forward to.
I didn't know that.
For the first 2 months, I called every single Sunday, no exceptions. Then work got heavier, and one Sunday I told myself I'd call Monday instead. Then a Sunday became, I'll call this week sometime. Then 3 weeks passed. When I finally called, she picked up on the first ring. Not annoyed, just relieved. She said, I was starting to think I did something wrong.
Oh no.
She hadn't done anything wrong. I had just let whenever quietly eat a promise that actually mattered. And that's the moment I understood this isn't really about gyms or apps at all.
It's about what happens to the people and the parts of yourself waiting on the other side of your good intentions.
Exactly that. A missed workout costs you a little progress. A missed promise can cost someone their sense of being remembered.
So, what did you change?
I put call grandma in my calendar every Sunday, 5 p.m., with a reminder 30 minutes before. Not because I stopped loving her enough to remember on my own, because caring about someone and having a reliable system for showing up are two completely different things, and only one of them works when life gets loud.
That might be the most honest thing either of us has said on this podcast.
Don't get used to it.
Too late. Can I tell you mine now? Since you went first.
You have one too?
I do. I just never had a good moment to say it before.
You have the moment now.
When I moved for this job, I told an old friend from back home that we'd do a video call every couple of weeks. Nothing fancy, just staying in each other's lives.
Okay.
The first few months, we actually did it. Then work picked up, and a couple of weeks became a month, and a month became, I'll text him this weekend. And the weekend became 3 more months without either of us saying anything about it. And it wasn't even a fight. That's the strange part. Nobody was upset. We just quietly let the habit dissolve. And one day I realized I didn't actually know what was going on in his life anymore. Not the small stuff. Not the stuff you only know if someone tells you regularly.
That's a specific kind of loss. Not dramatic, just quiet.
Exactly that. Nothing broke loudly. It just got thinner and thinner until I noticed the distance and didn't know when it had actually happened.
So what did you do?
I called him, admitted I'd let it slide, and we picked a specific day now. Second Sunday of the month, 7 p.m. his time. It's on both our calendars.
No more whenever.
No more whenever. Turns out the friendship didn't need grand gestures. It just needed the same boring structure everything else in this episode needed. A time, a trigger, and both of us actually showing up to it.
I'm glad you told me that.
Me too, honestly. It felt heavier keeping it as just a private regret.
So here's where all of this lands. Change isn't one big dramatic decision. It's not a notebook, a new app, or a Sunday night speech to yourself in the mirror.
It's the small, boring stuff. The time you picked, the charger in the kitchen, the calendar reminder.
It's designing your life so the better choice takes less effort than the worse one. That's it. That's the whole secret, and it's deeply unglamorous.
Nobody's making a movie about I moved my phone charger.
And yet, it worked better than 4 months of guilt from a cartoon owl.
So if a plan fails, the answer isn't I'm weak.
The answer is, what do I need to adjust? If 30 minutes felt impossible, try 10. If doing it alone felt boring, ask someone to check on you.
Which, by the way, is its own skill. Letting someone check on you.
It is. I used to make every goal a secret so nobody would know if I failed.
Same. Failing quietly felt safer than failing in front of someone.
But it's also lonelier. And a promise you've said out loud to another person tends to survive a bad week better than one you only whispered to yourself.
So between the two of us, we've basically confessed a gym membership, a language app, a grandmother, and a friendship, all for the same reason.
All the same reason. Not weakness, just missing structure, dressed up as a character flaw.
That reframe alone would have saved me a lot of guilty mirror talking.
Mine too, honestly. Let's slow down and go through today's words properly. First word, consistency. Consistencey. Consistency.
Doing something regularly, in a steady, predictable way, instead of in occasional bursts.
My consistency with Spanish came from the kitchen charger trick, not from motivation.
Or he wasn't the fastest runner on the team, but his consistency made him the most reliable.
Next word, friction. Friction.
Anything that makes an action harder or slower than it needs to be. In this context, the small obstacles between you and a habit.
The friction of a gym bag buried in the closet was enough to stop me most mornings.
Or moving the apps into a folder added just enough friction to break the habit.
Word 3, momentum. Momentum.
The feeling of forward movement that makes it easier to keep going once you've already started.
One good week gave me momentum I hadn't felt in months.
Or don't wait for motivation, just start small and let momentum carry you.
Word 4, self-sabotage. Self-sabotage.
When your own actions quietly work against a goal you actually want, often without you fully noticing.
Charging my phone next to my bed was self-sabotage disguised as convenience.
Or booking meetings right through lunch every day is a form of self-sabotage.
Word 5, trigger. Trigger.
Something specific, a time, a place, an object that reminds you to start a habit automatically.
My calendar reminder became the trigger I needed to actually pick up the phone back up.
Or putting my running shoes by the door became my trigger to actually go.
And our last word, resilience. Resilience.
The ability to recover and keep going after a setback instead of giving up completely.
Missing 3 Sundays hurt, but resilience meant I still picked the phone back up on the 4th.
Or it wasn't talent that got her through the project. It was resilience.
Now let's fix a few sentences, the ones you probably say to yourself when a plan falls apart.
I'm ready to be personally attacked again.
First one, I have no discipline.
Heavy. Sounds like a life sentence.
A kinder, more accurate version, my system isn't supporting me yet.
That actually points somewhere useful.
Next, I always give up.
That word always is doing a lot of damage there.
Try instead, this particular plan hasn't worked yet.
It hasn't worked?
Yet. Not it never will.
One more. I ruined everything by missing one day.
One missed day is not a collapse. Try, I'm continuing tomorrow, not starting over.
And a favorite of mine, since we're being honest today, I'm not good at staying in touch with people.
That one sounds like a permanent trait instead of a fixable habit.
Better version?
I haven't built a system for staying in touch yet. Still true, still honest, but it leaves the door open.
My old strategy hasn't yet.
Worked. Small word, big difference in how it feels to say it. Before we close, quick practice with today's words. I'll leave a gap, you fill it in.
I'm ready.
Moving my phone charger to the kitchen removed the between me and a bad habit.
Friction. Nice work if you got it. One more?
A specific time and place becomes the that starts the habit automatically.
Trigger. You're getting good at this. Last one, and it's the important one.
Missing one Sunday doesn't mean failure. It just means you need a little more to pick it back up.
Resilience. That's the one to actually remember.
So if there's one thing to leave with today,
It's that returning matters more than never failing.
the goal was never to become someone who does everything perfectly.
It's to become someone who comes back. After the missed gym day, after the skipped lesson, after 3 quiet Sundays, after a friendship that went quiet without anyone meaning for it to.
That's the whole shift. Less shame, better systems, and someone who checks on you when it counts.
So tell us, what's your version of the gym membership or the language app?
Comment it below. Even one sentence. We actually read them.
Doesn't have to be dramatic, doesn't have to be a grandmother or an old friend. Even I keep buying books I don't finish counts.
It all counts. And if this helped even a little, share it with someone who needs to hear whenever is not a plan. We'll see you in the next one.
Go call your version of grandma.
That's a good way to end this.
Or your version of an old friend on the second Sunday of the month.
Whoever it is, just don't let whenever decide for you.
Seriously. Pick the day right now before you close this tab.
And hey, if you made it all the way here, to the actual end, thank you. Genuinely. That's not nothing.
It means you sat with an entire episode about people who quit halfway through, and you didn't.
There's something a little poetic about that.
If this one gave you something worth keeping, hit subscribe. We're here every week doing exactly this. Real English, real conversations. No scripts pretending to be spontaneous.
A like takes 2 seconds, but it's genuinely the easiest way to tell us this one landed.
And if you know someone who needs this episode specifically, not just anyone, someone whose name popped into your head while we were talking,
Send them this one. That's worth more than any comment we could ask for.
thank you for being here.
See you in the next one.